Live from our 7 Tasmania studios, your nightly news with Michael Maney begins now.
Good evening everyone. The Liberal Party's flagship health policy faces an uncertain future. In a blow for the state government, the Industrial Relations Commission put a halt on a proposed plan aimed at reducing ramping. Fishing, national parks and social housing, the other key policies released today.
A week out from polling day, the race is on to reel in undecided voters hook, line and sinker. But with the finish line in sight, a key Liberal pledge has hit a snag. A ramping ban due to begin on Monday is on hold after the Nurses Union secured a last-minute reprieve from the Industrial Relations Commission.
We very much welcome that decision because obviously that does allow then for further consultation for our members' concerns.
The new transfer of care plan would have seen patients placed into hospitals after 60 minutes, but the government will have to wait, ordered to sit with the ANMF on Monday.
We absolutely empathise with paramedics, but equally our members want to be able to provide quality care in hospitals as well.
My expectation is that we will be implementing the 60-minute protocol in a very short time.
Despite the union's concerns over consultation, Jeremy Rockcliffe says the state government has assured them of support.
Whatever resources are required to bring in this ramping commitment will be done.
Labor has a different diagnosis.
Jeremy Rockcliffe's signature health policy is already on life support.
On the campaign trail, the Liberals have pledged support for a relocation and breeding program to revive dwindling flathead numbers.
To ensure that our kids and our grandkids can enjoy what we have all enjoyed when it comes to going out there, chucking out a line.
Also committing extra funding for infrastructure in national parks. Despite concerns from the Greens, the Liberals say it won't impact sensitive areas.
Soft touch developments in these really sensitive places, but they make it better places to visit.
Labor unveiling a $10 million plan to resurrect the public housing workforce. It will be tasked with fixing 200 derelict homes and giving current tenants quicker access to repairs.
Too many people are waiting far too long, and so many people are living in houses that are not suitable for them.
John Hunt, 7 Tasmania News.
The Greens are accusing the Liberals of deliberately waiting until after the election to announce the findings of a report into 5 Tasmanian abattoirs accused of abuse when disturbing vision was released by animal welfare advocates. The report was due to be released almost 2 weeks ago.
And Tasmanians deserve to know what the government is going to recommend in terms of its reforms to animal cruelty laws and how it manages slaughterhouses in Tasmania.
Well, as soon as Parliament returns, of course, the report will come forward. We have obviously already implementing 24-hour surveillance in our abattoirs.
The Greens today releasing a plan which they say would strengthen animal protection laws, including increased penalties. Tasmanian tourism operators won big at the Australian Tourism Awards, taking out 7 gold, 3 silver and 1 bronze. Now, touring experiences proved hard to beat, with Pennicott Wilderness Journeys and Wakalina Walk both taking top honours in their categories. The Tourism Industry Council says the medal haul is a true testament to the hard work and dedication of Tasmania's tourism operators. Thousands of gems, rocks and minerals found a temporary home at Elwick Racecourse today as crowds packed in to catch a glimpse. Miners, geologists and those who dig for a hobby showing off the rarest of finds.
A true rock lover's delight.
Crystals, malachite, amethyst, fossils, everything you could possibly think of. Everybody comes in and goes, wow.
Hobart's Gem, Mineral and Fossil Show, offering thousands of different stones collected from across the globe. For individual stalls, the chance to show off their rare finds.
Got a lot of material here from India, from USA and from Penasquira in Portugal.
A lot of the stall holders are going to have an exceptional day, I think.
Many managing to dig up a career from what started as a hobby.
I make all the jewellery here and cut the stones. I was opal mining for 15 years out at Lightning Ridge.
Some favourites on display as thousands lined up to catch a glimpse of these locally crafted pieces of crocite.
If I was going to name a favourite mineral, I like collecting tin oxide, or cassiterite is the mineralogical name. And that's a black mineral, and I have some interesting pieces here actually.
Malachite eggs. Absolutely beautiful from the Congo.
If you didn't get to bag a rare find today, the show continues tomorrow before a trip to Devonport next week. Ruby Cairns, 7 Tasmanian News.
Locals and visitors have descended on one of the state's most loved menageries to help celebrate a milestone anniversary. Tasmania Zoo marking its 21st year in operation, its owner's biggest birthday wish to keep delighting animal lovers.
It's been a family affair since Rochelle Penny's father, Richard Warren, stumbled upon more than he bargained for.
So he came here to the property just to purchase an excavator back in 2002, and he came home and told me that he brought the excavator and the 1,000-acre property.
Just a year later, Tasmania Zoo was born, the much-loved facility captivating Tasmanians for the next 2 decades.
Dad and I always had a really big love of animals, so I grew up with animals my whole life, and yeah, it was just a dream of his. He didn't have a fantastic childhood.
The dream also inspiring Rochelle's children, RJ and Roxy, who've grown up with the 1,500 animals on site.
There's always something going on, always new animals about, lots of cute and cuddly friends, that's for sure.
Turning 21, an opportunity to take pride in their achievements and put on some special activities for visitors today. Bluey and Bingo proving popular with the crowd. Face painting too, a draw card for the youngsters. Adding to the collection of animals, a never-ending wish list.
More primates and large carnivores is definitely the trajectory of the zoo. That's what we're working towards, but a few things in the works that hopefully will come into fruition in the next 6 months or so. Top secret.
The meerkats likely to be the first to know. Melinda Ogden, 7 Tasmania News.
Devonport has played host to this year's Oceania Triathlon Championships as hundreds of athletes took to the ocean and roads vying for top spot. Jazz Hedgeland first across the line in the women's ahead of Briar Roderick and Queensland's Ellie Hoytink.
Here comes Jazz Hedgeland. Hats off to you in a very, very nice race as she comes down to take the tape.
Dylan McCulloch scoring first place in the men's. The mixed team relays get underway tomorrow. Northern Hawks have thrashed Cripps in the opening round of the new TNL season. Hawks sharpshooters Ash Moore and Courtney Treloar were too strong for Cripps, overpowering their defence. The reigning premiers led at every change, running away with a win 69-33. And the NPL season got off to a shocking start last night. Riverside and Launceston City were locked at 1-1 in the 27th minute when Olympics' Will Fleming was injured in a horror challenge. He received treatment next to the pitch for a suspected broken leg. The referee eventually abandoned the clash at half-time. Devonport's title defence, meanwhile, started on a winning note, beating Clarence 3-0. In the WSL, reigning champion South Hobart drew 1-1 with Kingborough. Launceston United also split the points with newcomers Glenorchy. And Devonport too good for Taroona.
Good evening and happy St Patrick's Day Eve. Around the state today, Hobart scrambled to 19 degrees, Launceston and Fingal with 25, the state's warmest, Devonport 22 and Burnie 21. Butler's Gorge and Lyoweeney started us off with the low of 1. King Island, Friendly Beaches and Bushy Park all reached 24, Flinders Island and Smithton 23, St Helens 22 and Strawn 21. A bit of rain in the 24 hours to 9 a.m. in Burnie, but nothing today as patches of cloud sat over elevated parts, just small amounts of wispy high cloud. Other than that, most of it avoiding the state. Thunderstorms are in the cloud over the tropics, low cloud evident over southern WA, and most of northern New South Wales and northern Victoria had cloud cover as well. Tomorrow, the cyclone forms over the Gulf of Carpentaria, the monsoon trough still active over tropical Queensland, and a trough cuts through central Australia. For us, we can expect east and northeasterly winds as that high moves off to our east. They'll tend east-southeasterly over western waters at 10 to 20 knots, reaching 25 knots later in the north. Hobart tomorrow warming up to 25. Richmond partly cloudy and 27. 27 also for Ooze. Warm conditions most of the state, 27 for Launceston and partly cloudy, Devonport 24 along with Deloraine. Burnie tomorrow expecting a high of 22 and partly cloudy, sunny for Strawn 25 the maximum, okay on King Island, Curry 25 degrees. St Helens tomorrow 22 with a shower, partly cloudy for Swansea 24 and 25 the top for Whitemark. On Monday sunny for the south and west along with the Bass Strait Islands but showers in the north and east. Tuesday and showers more widespread, however temperatures pushing into the high 20s, and on Wednesday a big drop in temperatures as the showers linger. Sunny and 29 in Perth tomorrow, warm in Adelaide as the showers ease there, partly cloudy and 29 for Melbourne, 39 in Alice Springs and wet weather for Canberra, Sydney, Brisbane and Darwin. Bit of cloud about Hobart at 16, 20 right now in Launceston, 18 in Devonport. Yes, you're right, Michael, don't normally work weekends, but after last night's football, I thought I'd come in and give a little wave to my Collingwood friends.
That will get you into trouble, Murph. Well, that is all your news for now. Thanks for joining us. Have a great evening. Good night.